Hey guys, welcome back to Pickin' Greens. It's your boy Picky, and you already know we got a fire two-piece slapper. If you're new to the page, welcome. We give away 2 free picks every single day, and we got VIP picks that we send to our VIP clients. Today we're starting off college football with a bang. You guys already know, last week we sold out our weekend pass for college football. This week we're doing another sale. We're doing 80% off the first 50 buyers. I'm sorry, I know last week people were a little upset. They didn't make the 50 and they had to pay the whole $100. It's going to be the same way this week. It's only for the first 50 buyers, 80% off. It usually goes for $100, as you can see. Use code FBS for the 80% off. All right, let's get to the first pick. Our first pick today is we're going Kaden Feagin, and we're going over his 6.5 receiving yards. Now, the pick'em sites, the projection is slightly under on the pick'em sites, but the RotoWire projection is over. And that hit rate is over as well. Now, we can look at the pick'em sites. Underdog has them at 6.5. Pick 6 has them at 6.5 as well. Sleeper has them at 6.5, and Prizepicks has bumped them up to 7.5. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if these other sites bump them up to 7.5 as well. So if I were you, I would grab them before they do. Now, you can see the RotoWire projection is 9.46. They're projecting him to go over at least about 2 yards. Now, we can look at the hit rate. The weighted hit rate, and that goes about the last 20 games, the weighted hit rate is 67%. And we can see the hit rate over the last 5 games, he's been slapping at 80% over the last 5 games. And over the last 10 games, he's slapping at 70%. For the season, he's at 67% going over 6.5 receiving yards per game. Now let's check out his stats a little bit more. You can just click right here on his name and boom. Season stats, he's had 42 attempts for the season, 173 yards, 3 tutties, 25 yards receiving, 0 touchdowns receiving. Last game, he had 10 rushes, recorded 25 yards and 1 touchdown, 2 out of 3 targets receiving with 16 yards receiving, a 30-19 victory. And look, it gives even more stats. I love RotoWire, and again, they give you a free trial. You get all of this in the free trial. You can do any player, any play you want. Make sure you guys lock in with RotoWire. All right, we got to dig even deeper in Outlier. Let's go. All right, guys, we're in Outlier, and we got Kaden Feagin. The line is 7.5, and we're going over. Now, we can see the receiving yards over the last 10 games. He's hitting at 70% over the last 10 games. Last game against CMC, he had 16 yards. And again, we looked at the stats in RotoWire. He had 3 receiving attempts, made 2 of them, and had 16 yards. The previous game against Kansas, he had 9 yards as well. And that's just, let's see, he had a head-to-head matchup. Head-to-head, he played against Nebraska last year, and he did go over, had 11 receiving yards last year. And it was about the entire year last year. The entire year last year, consistently, when he was, the last 5 games, he went over. So this isn't anything new. He's a great receiving back. All right, let's check out some supporting stats. He's in there for about 34 passing plays, 67 plays total. He's averaging about 1.2 receptions, about 1.5 targets per game, and averaging 11 yards per game. You can see the breakdown here. He was in there for 32 passing plays last game, a total of 58 plays he was in there for last game. So the target share, the amount of plays he's in there is consistently high. He's the lead back, but he is splitting his carries. So be mindful that he is splitting his carries. But, I mean, it's a part of their game plan is to throw him the ball from the backfield. The screen plays are very common for a lot of teams, especially college teams. So expect him to get at least 2 attempts tomorrow. And if he connects on 1, cash money. Now, you already know, we're an Outlier, so we got insights. Kaden Feagin has exceeded 6.5 receiving yards in 7 of his last games. He's averaging 17.6 receiving yards in that time frame. Now we can look over here at some more stats. The key matchup here, receiving yards allowed, it's a yellow. It's not a red. Red means, hold up, this may not be a good play. Green means it's a great play. And yellow means you got to do a little bit more research, right? So here, Outlier is a great place to do your research. They got the web map here. I love the web map because it gives you an easy map to kind of see how closely these teams are related and which team has advantages in which particular area. So here, it seems like the biggest advantage right here is going to be Illinois in their red zone efficiency. They're 100% in the red zone. Not bad at all. We can see here Nebraska's ranked number 8th, and Illinois offensively, Illinois is ranked number 54th. They're not a terrible offensive team, but they're not lighting up the scoreboard. That's for sure. Now this is going to be a dogfight. We got 2 3-0 teams going at it. Obviously, nobody wants that first loss. Everybody's trying to climb up their rankings, and obviously, the goal is the playoffs. And when you're in one of these major conferences, you have a shot every year if you go undefeated. Now, the money's going to be on Nebraska. You can see here, 95% of the money line is going on Nebraska. Everybody's expecting Nebraska to win. The line, though, people are putting money on the line. They think it's going to be a tight game. Now, again, all this information is in Outlier. Download Outlier. They give you a free trial as well. So download our Outlier. The link is in the description below. With that being said, we're taking Kaden Feagin over 7.5 receiving yards. Lock it in. Before we get to the next pick, you already know. We got to take a moment to shout out the guys that make us money. We got RotoWire and Outlier. These are the research kings, and they're giving away free trials to everybody on this page. All you got to do is click the link in the description. Boom, free trial. And RotoWire, you don't even got to use a credit card. You just put your email in, and they give you access to their entire site for free. Yep, and Outlier gives you a free trial as well. Both of these descriptions are below. So click them. Make sure before you put your bets in tonight, you do your research on RotoWire and Outlier. And you know we got to shout out the DFS apps that make us cash as well. DABBLE, hey, DABBLE is crazy. They're just giving away money. They're giving you $25 just for signing up. You don't even got to put money in. You don't have to do anything. Just sign up. They're going to put $25 in your account. That's just a steal. That's easy money. You can put one of these free plays in today. Put the 2 play in on put $25 on it and triple that up real quick. Make $75 easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now BETR, I love BETR because hey, I make so much money on BETR. The 5-man play on BETR pays out 20x. You heard that right. 20x. I put plays on Prizepicks, and especially if there's correlated plays, they're gonna pay me like 11, 12x on the play. I put that same play on BETR, and I'm getting 20x. Why would I not put a play on BETR that's going to pay me nearly double if I put it on Prizepicks? Easy money. And I love CHALKBOARD. They give you a $100 deposit match. Use code greens. CHALKBOARD is like almost like an ESPN integrated into the app. I love it because they give you all the sports. You can check any game. The stats are up to date instantly. All the plays you put in. I know some of the other apps take a little bit longer for the scores to pop up. This app, man, things are up immediately. So download CHALKBOARD, download DABBLE, and download BETR. You guys can't be just putting all your plays on one app. All of these plays are going to be giving away free squares. So download them all, lock in. All right, guys, let's get to the second pick. Our second pick today is Wayshawn Parker. You see it. We're going Wayshawn Parker, and we're going over 57.5 rushing yards. The Pick'em sites projection is over, and that RotoWire projection is over. Now, we can see the Pick'em sites. We can check out the lines. Prizepicks has them at 57.5, as well as Underdog has them at 58.5. Sleeper has them at 58.5, and Pick 6 has them at 58.5 as well. Now, the RotoWire projection is 65.09. That's a 7.9. That's a 7.59 cushion, baby. Anytime I see a cushion that high, I feel good about that play. Now we can see the hit rate. He's only had 3 games, but he's went over 64% of the time. 2 out of the 3 games he's went over, and that's pretty much 67%. That's going to be across the board because he's only had 3 games. All right, for the season, he's had 29 attempts, 241 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he's had 70 yards receiving with 1 touchdown. Last game, he had 10 rushes for 49 yards, and he had 16 yards receptions. They won the game. They won the game 24-19. RotoWire gives you great information, but you already know we got to dig deep in Outlier. All right, guys, we're in Outlier, and we have Wayshawn Parker going over his 57.5 rushing yards. Now, we got our season stats right here. He's getting about 9.7, about 10 rushing attempts a game. He's averaging 7.7 yards a game. His long for the season is 44 yards. Last game, he was in there for about 29 rushing plays and 64 total plays. So, again, that's about the average. Now, Washington State, you can see their pass and run ratio is about split. A little bit more run heavy than pass. That's leaning a little bit more towards going over. And again, we can see the breakdown here. Wayshawn, he's getting, second on the. This is Wayshawn right here. This is John. John Mater is getting majority of the rushing attempts. So the QB, obviously, if they got John, I haven't seen John on the line, but if John is on the line in terms of rushing, definitely going to be something you want to look at. He's definitely a rushing quarterback. But after John, Wayshawn is getting nearly just as much attempts. So the breakdown in terms of rushing attempts is going to be pretty high. But that's something to consider as well, right? Because a lot of these rushing attempts you think the running back should be getting, the quarterback may be getting as well. So again, with Outlier, you can do all of this breakdown analysis, all of this research, and it's all for free with their trial. So click the link in the description, and you can do this research for all the games this weekend if you like, and put and make cash money. Make cash money. All right, let's do a little bit more research here. Let's look at the web map. You guys know I love the web map. Now, again, here, it's only 3 games, so it's not a ton, but it gives some indication of where the teams are headed. Now, you can see the rushing differential here. Obviously, Washington State rushes a ton more. Then again, that leads in our favor of going over on this play. And San Jose State is a passing squad. You can see here nearly 1,000 yards passing thus far this season. And the red zone efficiency as well. You can see San Jose State has a little higher red zone efficiency as well. So with that being said, we're taking Wayshawn Parker over 57.5 rushing yards. Lock it in. All right, guys. Thanks for rocking with me again. And if you want the VIP picks for all the college plays this weekend, hurry up and use code FBS because, again, once they're gone, and you're going to have to pay the regular price of $100. I'll be honest with you, the $100 regular price, you're going to make money anyway. You're going to cash anyway. You're going to make a profit anyway. But you might as well make $80 extra dollar profit by getting it for $20. Lock in. Another day, another dollar, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.